yourself. Okay. So it's reconnecting over and over again. Lovely. Is this taking any internet? Doesn't even pick up. Oh, cool. Okay. I'm gonna have to play around with the sound a little bit. Hopefully I get it working right, but okay. All right. Well, here's a demonstration of some of the things that I know how to do in Onshape here. So, I am currently I could build out the thing that I want to print off of. Print. The important dimensions is like 2.25. Okay. We'll go 60. And then the thickness of the lid is like 132. Let's just do 1/8. One eighth, so it has some room. Okay. Let's extrude this by 3.5. So this is like roughly one side of it. And then we'll make a secondary circle here. This is the body minus the tongue on the side, I guess. So, how do I get a proper measure of this? This is like 3/16. Yeah, let's go 3/16. 3 divided by 16. Then this number is now put into here. And then we have this 4.76. So let's say 4.5. So 4.5 times 2 is 9 minus 60 would be 51. So let's say that's the actual dimension. It probably is pretty close. And total thing minus the lid, inch and a quarter. So 32. Alright, so this is what we have to work with. And so it basically looks like this. And that's basically what we got to work with. This is like the Virtuo pod thing cup. So we're building with this. It's got a small protrusion above the top here of, let's say, say it's like 3/16 or something. So this actually looks like something like this needs to be 51 as well. And then we protrude it by 4. Let's just go by 4. And then we need this. And then we go like okay, let's go like that. So it has a kind of a weirdish shape, almost like this. And we need to put this on, these are pretty thick, okay? But we need to put this on a tray. So there's the first part we're working with. The next one we want to build is the actual product idea, which I was thinking an over-the-shelf kind of holder like this. We just need this to be longer than the 60 that was there, so like 62 for example. Let's go 63, 1.5 on walls. Yeah, let's go 63. 1 to 1.5 is a good wall layer height, especially if you're doing bigger kind of like appliance type things, because it's cheaper to print. It still holds integrity, so you'd have to like actually properly rip it apart for it to break, kind of thing. But it also gives you kind of like the very bare minimum materials being used, so that's good for print times and print cost. 63 is part plus 1.5 on both sides. So now we're going to make this. We're going to take the proposed 60. We're going to multiply it by 5 because I want to make them hold 5. So 60 times 5. It's probably very easy, but I haven't even had a coffee today. What am I pressing? 300. 60 times 5 is 300, which is a higher distance than I can print, so I can't print the whole thing. It's 200 by 200. I'm curious. I'm just gonna add a volume to this and then export it. I want to see if it would fit. It's gotta be able to fit on my slicer. If it just barely fits, then perfect. But this would hold 5 pods. It's probably not like the best idea, but could definitely make it work somehow. That's way too big. So I might have to change what I'm doing here. So I don't know how many pods it'll hold. And if you have one that holds like 2 or 3 pods, then you'd have to refill it every day. Because you're going to have like 2 or 3 coffees, right? But then there's multiple ones, so there's like one for different flavors kind of thing. Okay, we're going to delete this. And we're going to reduce this from, it's 60 millimeters a pod. It is. Wow. 60 times 4, what is that? 240. 240. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, wonderful. This works. Let's see if it works. All right. Let's work with a pod holder of 4. All right. Okay, so here we have the physical dimensions. Now we have to add 240, 243, and then we do this whole thing because then it has the volumes which it needs, and then go like this. We make sure it works on the printing bed. And this is the smallest printing bed. I have a larger printing bed, but it won't. Yeah, I don't think it will matter much. Um, there we go. It's like perfect fit. Okay. So let's build in the walls. Do 1.5 and 1.5. And then we do this. Okay. I'm going to change out some of the design things a little bit on in here. It's not going to look square. I just want to get the basic principle of it working. So, okay, so here's the walls. The pods will sit inside of here. Like we can go like this. We can go like this. And then the corner here, I don't want to be there because I'm gonna build say like this. It's not gonna work very properly, but basically I want this to have want this all to be uniform, and if it's pushed forward, it pushes against the latch. When it's lifted up, you can come out of the latch. But to do that, you need this to be gone because you're passing something larger than this out. For example, let's put this here. Let's put this here. So we have this part. It's going to be sliding on this little arm conveyor thing. And you can lift it up, but it's going to touch the top of the thing there. You need it to sit below its belly line, and you'd have them hang below the belly line. So that would force you to design something that sticks out from underneath the cupboard, so then you can pop it up above. Technically speaking, I could have like the front part, and then I could have the back part, and you connect the two together, so then it holds like say 8 pods or something, and then it's longer. It goes farther underneath the shelf or whatever. So I could make that. Be cool to see what other people build after I make this too. Okay, so we're basically just gonna we gotta build this wall. We have to have this sit up against here. We can make it flush underneath. The top of this only reaches this is 3.5 millimeters, and the next one is 3.5 and 4. So let's say 8. Let's say this has to be 8. This has to be like 4. And then this needs to be non-existent actually. Okay. So this is where everything will hang underneath. Okay, so I want to take the first sketch. I want to go like this, and I want to see how large the dip in between here and here is. So that was like proposed 3.5, I believe. So if we do 3 on each side, let's say like this. We just have to do 3. We just go like this. And then we go like this. You know, like that. And then we just go like this. We go 1.5. And we go like this. And now it's like a little sliding tray for them to sit on. Let's go like this. Move this whole part up. And then right about there, I think. What happened to this? It's bigger. It's bigger. Uh-oh. This wall isn't big enough. Let's go 10. Let it update. Okay, so it works pretty well. Let's just move this up just enough so that it is obviously above the lip there. Okay, cool. So then this thing sits here. And basically, this is it. This is all you need to build. Just build some kind of like locking mechanism so then you can put 2 of these back to back. And then you're set. You just need little mounting bracket things. Which could be very easy to build. Could be super easy to build. Let's see. We need to take a wall off. But first we need mounting brackets. And the mounting brackets need to be at this point up here, not at this point down here. So we're going to use filler material for building the mounting bracket. And we could use 1 on each side. 1 screw on each side. You can put 1 in the middle on top, but then it uses plastic and stuff. Okay, so let's say we just do this and build another sketch. Build another sketch on top of here. And we will we'll basically add this. We gotta find a center point. Boom, center point. We go off a little bit. We'll find a dimension here. Because we want this to fit a type of screw. It's like an 1/8. Very small screws. Like an 1/8. An 1/8 to a 1/4. No, you don't want to use a 1/4. You want to use like an 1/8. So we're going to use 3, I think. And then we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go like this. We need something else actually. something like that, I guess. And then we'll just build a little extrusion right here. We'll go -2. Want it a little bit thicker for the whatever underneath. And then I also want to build underneath on this sketch something so that I can hold that up. This is a very, very small screw. I wonder if there's screws small enough for that. But it's a very light thing. It's not going to be very heavy at all. And it's going to have 2 screws, and it's going to sit on like kind of a thinner material that goes underneath the shelves. So it's not going to be very big to start with. We'll build the mirroring opposite version of this over here. Like this. That doesn't make sense. Wait a second. I'm using the wrong material stuff. 111.8. This one over here is not going to be 111.8. I can tell you that. So then, is this better for the overhang? Say this is better for the overhang, I guess. But we should put it in the middle. We should definitely put it in the middle. So let's recreate this by going like this first. And then it's 121. If I go off of this exact point, the center point, 121 is going to be right there too. Okay, so obviously this is the center, not everything else that was written over this. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so these are the center points. Boom. Good. It's gonna go 3 here. 3.75, let's go. And then let's go like this, 3.75. And then we'll put this bubbly guy right here. And diameter of like 8. Good. Okay, now we just need to go like this. I think. I just want to make sure on the microscopic level that this is not going to cause any layering issues when I go to slice it. I noticed that with the controller that I'm designing, it has a lot of errors due to improper connections. Let's go up here, right there, and then, yeah, I don't know. I gotta delete that anchor point. It's not good. There you go. There. Okay. See, the very slightest details can throw everything right off. Like this one. Okay, that is good. Okay, now we do the drill hole, which is going to be like 3.5, let's say. Or maybe it's not 3.5, maybe it's less. Let's go 3.25. Okay, boom, done. Extrude 3, we're gonna go right there, there, and there, 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 and there. And we're gonna go -2. Nice and secured points in the center of the part. Good stuff. And now this is going to take the whole bed to print. So let's go back to this sketch here. We've got a center point here, which I gotta see right there. Let's go like this. We're, I don't know what the frickin' dimensions were that I used now. 3.75 from the part. 3.75. And we'll basically just do this. We'll do like 4. And then we're gonna do like 6. Or, yeah, 5.5. And then this right here allows us to go like this. Right, so I think I'm gonna build it just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. There, that's good. And then the height of this thing is gonna be like 7.78 or 9 or something. Because the dimensions between the layer height here is super small. 0.21 layer height. So it's a very small distance between there and there, which is perfect. Now we're going to make the same thing on this side. Go like this, go like that, go like this, go like that, go like this. And then go like this, and then go like that, and then go like this, and then go like that. And then voila, take this one, put it right there, boom. Perfect. Both are done. Okay, so that's going to be our support material chunks there. The rest of this is like the actual part. Now we can refine the end. I'll refine one end and open the other. That way, when we go to install these, you can just have 2 side by side. And maybe I'll put like a little clip thing here so then you can properly align it. But yeah, so now we're gonna go back to the original sketch. I want to round this a bit. So what does this look like? Okay, I want to move this to right about there. This is gonna protrude from the shelf, so I don't want any sharp edges on the end that you're ejecting the pods out for coffee making. So I'm gonna put this outer line is 60. So I need to use like 63. Or 64. I'll use 64. And is this like, wait a second. What the heck? Should be on this one. Yeah, I guess it was canceled. So this is center. And this is level, straight up. So we need 64 divided in half. 64 is 32. And then we take, well, a 64 is, yeah, because this is 63. 1.5 for the walls. So then if this is going to be 64, then we're shy. We're actually shy. We need to be 33. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. And the reason for that is we want to have a small amount of buffer. So like this to this. Go like that. Now it's up against the wall here. And we could make a smaller one. Or we could make a bigger one. Okay, all done. We just need to reconnect through all these jaggedy lines. These guys. What is this from? Okay. Boom. Now this second one. What the heck? What happened here? The ear just blew up out of proportion. Holy. What's the radius of this now then? What did I do? What the heck? That's where it used to be at least. Then I changed this, and I guess it moved everything down. Okay. Sure thing. I don't know how to change this now. Okay, everything's good. Everything's proper now. I think. Except for these are not placed. This is. Yeah, I don't care. I want to move these ones back. I don't want to move anything else. Leave everything centered out. Leave it disproportionate if it's not proportionate. Gotta get rid of all of this. Okay. That really sucks. But it's not a big deal. Let's just copy this. Just copy this. I should definitely figure out how to use the mirroring thing. Let's involve a constraint. Yeah, we'll put a constraint on this thing. A coincident? No, I need this to be fixed right there. Do not freaking move. I've dealt with this so many times where I've had to redesign things based on how they move when you change the dimensions of them. Like it would just it would cause a lot of issues. It would cause a lot of issues. I don't even know if this is a proper way of doing this here. It might be. I think so. I think it is. How big is this? A constraint must involve something from this sketch. 3.5, I guess. I don't know how big this is supposed to be. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Oh, let's do this again. We're just gonna do this same process once more. And eventually we'll be ready to print. Oh, we are almost there. Building this out. A whole new pair. All of the tolerances are constrained. And everything is working just the way it's supposed to. So this is what we need. We don't need it to go around here because more than half is going to be covered by this, so it's not going to fall through. I already tested that. With the freaking Zin can thing holder. It's put it in your truck visor, and then you got like a can of Zins. You could probably put a can of dip or something in there, or whatever. It's like a trucker's dream, like a little candy holder. Okay, so now we have this, and this looks like it works pretty well, except for the tolerances for this here. It's not touching the end. Good. This one is touching the end. Bad. I'll probably print like a tester. Yeah, I'll probably print like this whole thing just to see what I like about it, basically. And then this is like the super basic one. And then you can see how everything works, and then we could do the extension on the back. Yeah, that's a good way. Let's do that. Save. Open this. Delete this block. Put this here. And then we just need to angle it. Okay. This looks very impressive. This looks very impressive. It's kind of got like a nice little...
got like a nice little shape to it. It's got a nice little shape to it. Alright, we're gonna put it on fast. We're gonna put the part without a brim, no support. Slice it, see how long it takes. 24 minutes and 13 grams of plastic. Cool. Alright. Let's print it and see what it does. See what it do. Let's see what it do. "23 minutes. Alright, so now I don't know what to do for stream. Kind of got this out of the way. We could design like the other half of this and then change a couple of constraints when I go to build the next one. But I like doing it by iterations kind of thing, because then I'll trip up on what I changed and what is going on and what part needs to be updated to the new changes kind of thing. So I'm just gonna let this print out and then we will see how it performs. And then I'll make a like a short that you can watch on my channel or something, where I'm actually, testing this product out. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, this has been a great little stream for design work and all that.